If you're thinking about getting an electric screwdriver, but every time you search, you end up more confused by voltages, torque ratings, and batteries, relax, because today I am going to make it crystal clear. I have analyzed 7 models available across Europe covering everything from the basics to professional-grade tools, and I will tell you exactly who each one is for and what it does well. All the product links are in the video description. Let us get straight into it. We start with a classic that has been on the market for over 2 decades. The Bosch IXO, now in its 7th generation, is that screwdriver you find in half the homes across Europe, and for very good reason. It runs a 3.6-volt motor with a 2-amp-hour battery, giving you roughly 190 drives on a single charge and delivers 5.5 Newton-meters of torque. But what makes the IXO special is the entire accessory ecosystem Bosch has built around it. An angle adapter for impossible corners, a spice grinder, a wine corkscrew, and even a barbecue blower. It is the kind of tool that ends up living in your kitchen drawer instead of gathering dust in the garage. The 360-degree LED light ring is brilliant because it illuminates the entire work area without casting annoying shadows. It does not have variable speed control or a mechanical clutch, so with softwood you will need to ease off the trigger with a bit of finesse to avoid overdriving, quite literally. It also charges via micro USB rather than Type-C, which feels a touch outdated, but you only plug it in once in a while and forget about it. If you want a good-looking, lightweight tool that handles everyday household jobs effortlessly, the IXO is still the one to beat. Now, if what you are after is maximum versatility without spending a fortune, the Haichika SD4F will surprise you. It delivers 6 Newton-meters of torque with a 2000 mAh battery and a convertible handle. Classic pistol grip or straight inline mode for squeezing into gaps where a pistol shape simply will not fit, like behind a car dashboard or inside an appliance casing. The hex chuck has a physical locking mechanism rather than just a magnet, so the bit will not slide out when you reverse. It comes with 20 accessories and dual lighting, a front-facing LED, and a torch built into the base of the handle, fantastic for when the power goes out or you are working under the sink. The speed sits at 180 revolutions per minute, slightly more relaxed than the Bosch, so on longer screws it feels a fraction slower, but it gets there all the same. If the battery runs out mid-job, the spindle lock lets you use it by hand like a ratcheting screwdriver. The chunky ergonomic grip also makes it a superb option for anyone with arthritis or joint issues because it dramatically reduces wrist strain. Picture yourself replacing hinges on an old farmhouse door. The lights go out, you switch on the base torch to see what you're doing, and when the last screw resists, you give it that final manual twist without reaching for a different tool. What if your problem is not power, but the fact that every time you need your screwdriver, the battery is flat? That is where the Black Plus Decker BCF611CK comes in. 15 minutes on charge gives you enough juice for 100 screws. 15 minutes? The time it takes to brew a coffee. A full charge takes 1 hour and delivers around 500 drives, which is remarkable compared to the 3 to 5 hours most competitors need. It puts out 5.5 Newton-meters, the same as the IXO, but with a completely different philosophy. This one wants to be ready at all times. It comes in a rigid storage case designed to sit in a kitchen drawer, and you can charge it right inside the case. Perfect for spontaneous Sunday fixes, tightening a loose hinge, swapping a faceplate, or assembling a shelf you had not planned on building. That rapid charging does generate a bit of heat, and if you try to recharge immediately after heavy use, the indicator may flash red. It is not a fault, just the battery protecting itself, but worth knowing so you do not worry. We move on to a brand any professional recognizes instantly. The Makita DF001DW packs the DNA of their 18-volt range into a pocket-sized format weighing just 360 grams. It delivers 6 Newton-meters and converts between pistol and straight modes, but where it truly shines is the 81-piece bit kit. Standard, security, torques, virtually every format you could need. The LED has its own independent switch separate from the motor, so you can light up the area without engaging the driver. Genuinely brilliant when inspecting a server rack or an electronics enclosure. Imagine you are an IT technician dismantling 20 machines in a single morning. You swap bits in seconds, the straight mode slips between cables and heat sinks, and the built-in light lets you spot every screw without needing a third hand. It does not have a battery level indicator, which can catch you out mid-task, but charge it the night before and you will be fine. The bit kit alone is worth a significant chunk of the price and works with any standard quarter-inch driver. Now, here is one that genuinely caught me off guard. The Secotec Power Gyro 4000 clear packs the most features per pound spent, and I am not exaggerating. It runs at 4 volts with 1500 milliamp hours and 6 newton meters. But the key detail is the 6+1 position mechanical clutch. You can dial in exactly how much force it applies before the mechanism slips, preventing you from destroying the screw or the material. Compared to the Bosch IXO or the Black Plus Decker, which have no clutch at all, the difference when working with chipboard is enormous. It charges via USB Type-C, which frankly, it is about time someone in this category did. It includes 49 accessories, dual lighting, and a magnetic patch on the body for holding spare screws while you work on a ladder. One of those details you did not know you needed until you use it. The housing could be a touch more solid, and the chuck requires 2 hands to swap a bit, but its performance in hardwood outperforms models costing twice as much. If you are fitting out a new flat with dozens of furniture pieces to assemble, this is your screwdriver. What if you need a beast that reaches where no conventional drill fits? The Bosch GWB12V10. Professional plays in an entirely different league. 12 volts, a removable battery, an articulating head that rotates between 90 and 180 degrees, and a variable speed trigger. It drives structural screws straight into pressure-treated timber without a pilot hole, something any 3.6-volt model would not dream of attempting. Because it belongs to the Bosch Professional 12-volt ecosystem, it shares batteries with drills, multi-tools, and grinders. So if you already own a tool from that range, you can buy it as a bare unit and save a fair bit. The articulating head is spectacular for plumbers and carpenters working between joists or behind built-in fittings. The power demands respect. With no mechanical clutch, all the responsibility falls on your trigger finger, so this is a tool for someone who knows what they are doing. To round things off, we have the Einhell TCSD 3.6 Li, the most affordable way into electric screwdrivers. With 3 newton meters of torque and 1300 milliamp hours, it is the most modest model on the list. It has a pivoting handle, a built-in LED, and a charge indicator. Perfect if you want to stop struggling with a manual screwdriver when assembling pre-threaded shelving, changing switch plates, or opening battery compartments on toys. For those tasks, it does the job and weighs next to nothing. Do not expect it to drive a screw into virgin wood without a pilot hole, because that is where it runs out of steam. But if your budget is tight and you need a basic electric helper, it delivers exactly what it promises. So which one should you go for? If you want the most complete and attractive option for everyday home use, the Bosch IXO with its accessory ecosystem is unbeatable. If you are after maximum versatility on a budget and value a built-in torch or manual fallback, the Haichika SD4F is a safe bet. For anyone who always finds their tool flat, the Black Plus Decker with its 15-minute charge solves that entirely. If you work in electronics and need a compact arsenal of bits, the Makita is your companion. The Secotec Power Gyro is the surprise. Mechanical clutch, USB Type-C, and power that punches above its price. Perfect for kitting out an entire flat. The Bosch GWB 12V is for professionals who need serious force at impossible angles. And the Einhell is the budget pick for a little electric boost on light tasks. All the links are in the description so you can choose the one that fits best. If this helped, subscribe and I will see you in the next one.